She didn't ask for money. She didn't ask for a job. She didn't even ask for kindness. She simply stood a few feet away from the elegant restaurant patio, clutching a torn black garbage bag over her shoulder, looking at the untouched food on his table. Then, in a voice barely louder than the evening breeze, she asked, Can I eat your leftovers?" The people nearby laughed. One woman covered her nose. A waiter stepped forward, ready to send the homeless girl away before she embarrassed the wealthy guests. But the billionaire slowly raised his hand. "Leave her." The entire restaurant fell silent. Before we begin, if you believe one act of kindness can rewrite someone's future, please like this video, subscribe to Kindness Tales, and share this story with someone who still believes humanity matters. Her name was Maya. She was 15 years old. For nearly a year she had been living on the streets after losing both parents within months of each other. She collected bottles during the day. She slept beneath an abandoned bridge at night. Some days she found enough food. Many days she didn't. That evening she hadn't eaten in almost 48 hours. The smell of fresh bread and roasted steak drifting from the restaurant had become unbearable. She wasn't begging. She only hoped someone might leave enough food behind to survive another night. The man sitting alone at the corner table was named Nathan Brooks. At 54, he owned one of the largest construction companies in the country. His success had made him famous. His fortune had made him powerful. But very few people knew the reason he never ignored a hungry stranger. 40 years earlier, he had once been one. Nathan looked at the frightened girl. He noticed something everyone else missed. She never looked directly at the food. She kept staring at the ground. Ashamed. Embarrassed. Trying to disappear. He quietly stood. Everyone assumed he was about to leave. Instead, he pulled out the empty chair across from him. "Sit with me." The restaurant froze. The waiter whispered, "Sir, she's homeless." Nathan smiled. "I know. She's also hungry." Maya immediately stepped back. "I'll make everyone uncomfortable." Nathan answered softly. "The people who are uncomfortable aren't my concern. You are." Slowly. She sat down. The waiter looked confused. Nathan ordered another complete dinner. Not leftovers. A fresh meal. Hot soup. Fresh bread. Steak. Vegetables. Chocolate cake. When the food arrived, Maya stared at it without touching a single bite. Nathan asked, "What's wrong?" She quietly wrapped 2 pieces of bread inside a napkin. "I have a little brother. If I eat first, he'll have nothing tonight." Nathan stopped speaking. For several seconds. He simply looked at her. Then he asked, "Where is he?" 20 minutes later. Nathan's luxury SUV was parked beneath an old railway bridge. There, inside a tiny shelter built from cardboard, blankets, and broken wood, 7-year-old Elijah was waiting. When Maya handed him the bread, he smiled as though she had brought him treasure. Nathan felt something break inside him. He remembered sleeping in places just like this after his own father died. He remembered strangers pretending not to see him. He remembered promising himself, "If I ever escape this life, I'll never become someone who walks away." The next morning, Nathan returned. Not with cameras. Not with reporters. Only with breakfast. The following day, he returned again. Within 2 weeks, he had found temporary housing for Maya and Elijah. He hired a lawyer to recover documents proving their identity. He enrolled Elijah in school. He arranged counseling, medical care. And he offered Maya something nobody had ever offered before. A chance. She began helping in the office after school. She learned bookkeeping, customer service, business management. Every mistake became a lesson. Every success became confidence. Years passed. Maya graduated at the top of her class. Then college. Then business school. Nathan never treated her like charity. He treated her like family. 10 years later, Nathan walked onto a stage during his company's annual leadership conference. Thousands of employees filled the auditorium. He smiled toward the front row. "Ladies and gentlemen, meet our newest Chief Operations Officer." Maya stood. The audience erupted into applause. Many investors assumed she had been recruited from a Fortune 500 company. Nathan shook his head. "No. I met her because she once asked me, 'Can I eat your leftovers?'" The room became completely silent. Nathan continued. "Most people saw a homeless girl. I saw someone who had never stopped protecting her little brother. Character is worth more than a resume." After the ceremony, Elijah, now a university student, hugged his sister. "You saved me." Maya smiled through tears. "No. A man who refused to give me leftovers gave us a future instead." Sometimes kindness isn't giving people what remains. Sometimes it's giving them a seat at your table before anyone else. Because the greatest investment isn't made in buildings or businesses. It's made in people everyone else has already given up on. If this story touched your heart, leave a comment, share it with someone who needs hope today, and subscribe to Kindness Tales for more unforgettable stories where compassion changes lives forever.